I'm Dale Smith for Looney Politics, and we now know the rules for the Conservative leadership race. This time around, the entry fee is $300,000, and it's important to remember this is not what the candidate themselves pays, but it's rather what they need to be able to fundraise for them to be the official candidate. This is important because it demonstrates that they have the ability to organize and network and do the fundraising, which is an important thing to have as a leadership candidate, but also for politics in general. Politics is all about organizing. So this is a test of that. As well, the number of signatures they need is 500 signatures over 30 different riding associations spread over 7 provinces and territories. Again, this is about ensuring that they have the ability to organize and that their support isn't concentrated solely in one single area. It's important because all but one of the candidates declared so far in this race are in Ontario, the other being Quebec, and the strongholds of the party are in Alberta and Saskatchewan. So it's a demonstration that they have at least some reach in other parts of the country. The membership sales themselves this time around have to go through the party directly, and they have forbidden bulk memberships done with cash. And why this is important is because this is how Patrick Brown won the Ontario leadership when he did several years ago, particularly by organizing among Indo-Canadian communities. What this does is it keeps the candidate from basically showing up at an event with a whole bunch of blank membership forms and collecting cash and signing those along the way. It's a little more involved process by making sure that they all have to go through the party website and pay through credit card or check. But again, it's about trying to level that playing field and ensuring that there's less room for any kind of shenanigans or people signing up people who don't necessarily know what they're doing, because that does happen. And so this is about trying to get some of the shadier aspects of leadership contests out of the running this time around. Now, it is still a ranked ballot, so that is going to mean fighting for second place positions and people fighting to be kingmakers. We saw this in previous contests where the Social Conservatives wound up being the kingmakers in both cases. Leslyn Lewis with Erin O'Toole and Brad Trost with Andrew Scheer. So that changes the dynamic in terms of fighting for who is the second choice, and it also changes the tactics in terms of who they're reaching out to. This is why we saw Erin O'Toole basically trying to play the true blue card and pandering to Social Conservatives, only to change his mind once he was in the leadership position. So these are all considerations that we need to keep an eye out for as the race starts to take shape. There's 5 declared candidates so far, a few more still weighing their options. And we'll see how that starts to shape up once it's serious. Now that the rules are in place, it will get more serious, and we'll see who can meet the thresholds that the party's laid out. This is, of course, in the bigger picture, still the second worst way to choose a party leader. The Liberals still have the worst way with their free supporter category, but this is what we're stuck with at the moment. For Looney Politics, I'm Dale Smith.